continuation with my last tutorial that was basically on some kind of dimensions, dimension reductionality, and then now it comes machine learning. So as it is clear from machine learning that you are trying to develop or write some kind of mathematical models which will be able to learn something and train themselves. So modeling will be one of the main part for any algorithm or software which you write. The mathematical model or logical model is really critical. So here in machine learning, especially in data science, you need different kinds of machine learning approaches. So machine learning, which is the part of data science, and its algorithm trained on data delivered by data science to learn and then predict something. What are the skills you need? As I have discussed earlier, math, science, statistics, and probability, and then comfortable working with data handling. Then minimum one programming skill or coding skill. So it is basically a field of artificial intelligence that gives machines the human-like behavior or capability to learn and adapt through statistical models and algorithms. Skills required, as I mentioned, many more things, and this is what you need to remember. So there are some books on machine learning. For example, one is from Nageswar Rao. So that is on machine learning in data science by using Python. Then another book is again from Vishwanathan Narayanan, that is data science and machine learning. This is also quite interesting book. Then third book is data science and machine learning by using Python. And this is from Dr. Rima Thareja. So these are the books which could be quite commonly available, and even the soft copies are available online in many places. And of course, I do not support to use the books illegally, but you can also buy it. It does not cost that much from the market or online. Now, what is machine learning? So machine learning is basically a field of artificial intelligence where algorithms are trained to learn the patterns and make decisions or predictions from the data which was used to train. Now, the pattern of machine learning working model will be input, that means some kind of data, then machine learning techniques that may include regression, clustering, dissociation rule, and classification, and finally, the output. That could be anything based on the prediction what kind of data you have used to train. Now, the artificial intelligence, basically creating intelligent machines mimicking human intelligence. Algorithms are enabling computers to learn from data. That is the part of machine learning. Then neural networks, computational models with interconnected artificial neurons. Then it comes deep learning, that is neural networks with multiple layers for hierarchical representation learning. Now there is a term when you are using machine learning called overfitting and underfitting. So overfitting, underfitting, and then another term is called appropriate fitting. So underfitting is basically, that means this could, you cannot take it or consider it as the exact fitting. And the same thing is coming when you are trying to predict your pattern or decision by over concluding something. So that also does not work, and this will be a bigger source of problem when you are trying to implement any machine learning. The appropriate fitting is like here. This is like appropriate fitting. This is underfitting when you are excluding too much. Where here, this is overfitting when you are trying to include everything in your prediction. So there are some other examples. For example, this is again underfitting. This is again overfitting. So the balanced fitting is like this one. Now, there are some differences at technical level, which are used to fight over and underfitting. So how to sort out the over and underfitting issues? This is like complexity of the model. Then regularization, quantity of features, then data. So these are the four factors if you are considering in your model development, you can avoid all these under and overfitting issues. That's the only thing. Now, what is correctness? So now it comes when you are working with big data, then there are some terms called false positive, false negative, true positive, true negative. And in that case, you need to predict the with complete or highest accuracy. So when we are talking true positive, that means this message is a spam and we correctly predicted a spam. So false positive is this is not a spam, but we predicted a spam. False negative, this message is a spam, but we predicted not a spam. And true negative, that means this message is not a spam and we correctly predicted not a spam. Now, the accuracy is like correct predictions divided by all the predictions. So here, this is the formula, this is the way of representations, how you can think about the highest accuracy and predictions. So this is the possible metric or prediction accuracy level. So for example, true positive rate, recall, then false positive rate, then precision, highest precision. Then it comes accuracy, then F measure. So these are some of the terms which you need to do it. Then now it comes bias, variance, trade-off. This is again associated with over and underfitting. And then you need to think about false positive, false negative. So you have to think how the predictions are working. Is it biased or is it close to accuracy? And of course, there is always a chance that something may be missing, but the rate of accuracy should be higher. That is what matters. Now it comes feature extraction and selection. So if you are using machine learning, then this most important thing is before you go for final prediction, you need to go for feature selection and feature extraction and selection. That is like set of rules you need to define in order to go for feature extraction and then feature selection. So this is critical or crucial part of machine learning. So what is now feature extraction? For example, here we are asking to select some clean pattern, then we get final selection here, this one. But we ignore this. So we got only three features as selected. This is another way of feature extraction. So we are asking raw data is here, select the one kind of pattern or feature that is discriminative features. So circle is selected here and the cross sign is selected here. That is the real feature selection. Now, how it works? So feature selection, feature extraction, then feature engineering, feature learning. Mostly the newcomers in data science are engaged here. They do not go for some kind of engineering or feature learning. So you need to be aware how to go for repetition and to improve the feature selection and feature extraction and selection. And now finally, in the next tutorial, I will be introducing something called k nearest neighbors. So these are some of the most common things which you may need it for your machine learning algorithm in the field of data science. So thank you very much for today.